The fact that he wrote down his memoirs has been incredibly valuable to us to have wonderful information about the original settlement of Kentucky. Hey everybody, this is Russ from Family Tree Nuts, and I'm here in Columbia in Adair County, Kentucky, and I'm in front of the house of Daniel Trabue. The house that's built back there was built almost 200 years ago. We know it was built in the 1820s, and it still stands here today on top of this hillside right here with quite a bit of traffic going past. Daniel Trabue was born in 1760. He comes from French Huguenot ancestry, and him and his brother James went through the Cumberland Gap and settled into Boonesboro early in the mid 1770s, and stayed at Boonesboro, stayed at Fort Logan, and had many adventures all around the area and knew so many of the original settlers here in Kentucky. But after about 3 years, he went back into Virginia and was actually present in 1782 in order to sell goods to the American troops at the Battle of Yorktown. By 1785, Daniel started to gain some wealth, and he remembered about Kentucky. He remembered how much that he loved Kentucky and the wealth that was here. So in 1785, he gathered his family and they came to Kentucky. Now, they didn't go through the Cumberland Gap this time. This time they went down the Ohio River into modern-day Carrollton, went up the Kentucky River and settled in modern-day Fayette County, which is where Lexington, Kentucky is. They lived there just for a short time when they moved here to modern-day Columbia, and he was one of the original surveyors and the folks that settled Columbia here. Daniel ran several businesses in the area, and in the 1820s built the house that we see here behind us. Daniel also served as sheriff and justice of the peace and was a leader here in the community. But perhaps the biggest thing that he did is he wrote down his memoirs in 1827. He entitled it Westward Into Kentucky, the narrative of Daniel Trabue. And you can find that book today. It's on Amazon. I encourage you to read that. It's wonderful insight into stories about Daniel Boone, the settling of Boonesboro, the settling of Fort Logan, and all the characters and all the historical folks that were important to the settling of Kentucky. He even mentions about his time with General Matt Anthony Wayne. So it's really, really valuable that we have that book and that narrative actually written down. Anyway, I wanted to take you to this neat little spot. Like I said, this is the home of Daniel Trabue, a house that's almost 200 years old here in Columbia, Adair County, Kentucky. And hey, remember, Family Tree Nuts. Let our nuts find the nuts in your family tree.